It's going.
Okay.
Week 0 was our brainstorming week. We thought of a bunch of different ideas to see what we could possibly do, including an umbrella hat, but ultimately ended up settling on a drone butler.
We also thought of some other ideas, such as an OSCE horror game.
An educational program that teaches philosophy and emotional intelligence to kids in like kindergarten or elementary school. Week 1, we thought about the drone butler idea and we were like, hey, actually that doesn't really make sense for us to go forward with because we don't have a drone. We don't have really enough experience like making drones, and we think a lot of the stuff we wanted our drone butler to be able to do, like pick up coffee and like just like hold and carry things for somebody. We weren't sure if the drone was sophisticated enough.
We decided to shift our company venture to BlueShip, which is a mobile and online platform that would connect blue-collar workers and homeowners together.
This venture also because we saw an opportunity in the market. We noticed that there's not many freelance services that do this. Maybe there's TaskRabbit, but it may have not penetrated certain areas. And
Week 2.
Week 2, we wanted to see how we would be better than our competitors, how our product would be better than our competitors, and impel people to use our product. Ultimately, like what differentiates our product from using just Yelp? Like if you want to find a service, usually from our interviews we gathered, if anyone wants to find a service, they just Google on Yelp. But the common issue we found was that even after searching for a service, they would sometimes still end up with a service that was either like overpriced or like not on time, or like the person never showed up, even with good or bad reviews, or maybe they didn't even consider reviews, or they were too lazy to consider reviews. Or so like that's where our product would come in. Like we would consider the reviews with them, for them specifically, and tailor it to their location and also the times that the business would be free, and we would save like time on both ends.
We focused on what problems we were going to be solving for our clients and our potential blue-collar workers. During week 3, we hit the ground running, getting solid information from our interviewees.
And we wanted to find our target audience, and to do that we carried out experiments.
so finally, we began exploring an MVP. We came upon a call center, but at this time also we were trying to find other ways to make our business more profitable.
Week 4. During this week, we focused on the blue-collar side.
We also began testing the benefits that our product would provide, the main one being time, the second one being trust. Week 5.
So we're trying to differentiate ourselves from our competition.
Throughout this journey, we repeatedly talked about app development, specifically our search engine optimization and how we would code that logic. We thought about how we could possibly use this logic to financially benefit us by preferring some workers instead of others if they were to, for example, pay us like Google does with their sponsored content.
Almost there. Okay. For week 6, throughout this week, we had made decisions we ultimately decided to focus our company in San Francisco. Why? Because after much research, we found out our initial idea of pushing BlueShip into rural areas was a bad decision, which we had developed in the earlier weeks, because due to population scarcity. So we decided we wanted to focus on San Francisco, which had a high population. And the Silicon Valley is stereotyped as a tech startup haven for a reason.
So after focusing on San Francisco, we researched the blue-collar homeowner market. We came up with concrete results such as a target market of 10%. That translates to 78,000 homes, and that equates to an expected market value of $32 million.
We also looked to the future and considered scaling in terms of which cities we could possibly venture into, such as Houston and Denver. Week 7.
And finalize our prospect, target market, location, and revenue model. We focus on being good at what we propose ourselves to be. Trustworthy.
We also started to more closely consider the cost of operation for BlueShip. Like how much would we spend paying for software developers, and how much money would we pay to keep our service online?
Our revenue model consisted of 2 primary sources. The first would be search engine optimization, having companies pay us so that our search engine would prefer them and connect them with clients over other companies and businesses. The second was transaction fees between clients and companies, where we would take a percentage of the transaction.
Oh, another thing we could sell is data on what places have a higher need for a business. I remember in class we was talking about people want information about their competitors or nearby businesses. We could sell that too.
Data analytics.
Data analytics.
Our final weeks consisted of polishing our business to be more appealing to investors.
Based on our customer research, we look to finalize some of the research we've been doing over the past weeks, such as figuring out if blue-collar workers would use our product more if we offered incentives such as certification and licensing.
And that concludes our BlueShip venture.